Hello everyone, this is David Colson. Wanted to see if I can help you guys out with regards to the lab this week. The lab, this is for class CIS363B, Web Interface Design Lab. One of the other students mentioned something in our discussion board that there is no live lecture. I noticed that as well. And those have been a big help to me recently, with other programming classes. Being that I am a web-based application developer by trade during the day, I have a good feeling that I'll be, breezing through HTML and CSS and JavaScript, and I wanted to see if I can help, everyone out there who doesn't have that experience of working with it. So I think Nicole or Joseph said that there was no lab, or there's no live lecture. So I'll go ahead and kind of get you guys in a direction. I want to forewarn you, I'm not going to do the whole thing for you. I'm just going to kind of point you in the direction on where you're going to go and what you're going to do and what you're going to look for. And I could probably give you some links to help you out. So I'm just going to get started. So if we're going in, the first thing that we're going to need, you're going to get this. This is the lab form. You're going to get this from our Dropbox, I believe, or doc sharing. You're going to get that from, doc sharing. That's where you're going to go to that link, and then you're going to see right here it says lab documents. You're going to click that, and then it'll be right here, CIS363 Lab 1. Okay, you're just going to click that, it'll download it, and it'll take you to this document right here, and it kind of runs through. So you want to create an online resume where you can show off your skills and to potential employers. Start by creating 4 sample web page website, or a simple 4-page website. So here's really basic HTML stuff. Our professor kind of lays out some guidelines of what she wants you to go through. So let me just kind of go through these really quickly here. Your home page, education page, skills page, portfolio, and you're going to link them all together, and you're also going to need a diagram. So we'll start at the diagram. Visio is a program that you can use to outline projects. Just going to be upfront, I don't really use this at all in my professional career, but I am not an architect. Architects, software architects use this a lot. If you're going into that field, you're going to use it a lot. So you'll begin by, if you don't know where you're going to go to get there, I would start here at the week 1 iLab. As soon as it loads, and then you're going to scroll down and you'll see a link to it right here, the Visio. That's what you're going to want. Both of these, the notepad, we'll get to that in a few seconds, but you're going to want Visio. You can click here. It's going to take you to the Citrix. Citrix is a DeVry. It's like a virtual machine that runs through DeVry. What it does is it basically allows you to run programs through a website. You need to download the receiver so you could do it, but once you download the receiver and you get through all of that stuff, just refresh the page, and then this will come up, and you can go ahead and start looking for it. And what you want this one, Microsoft Visio 2010. Okay, so once you open that up, I already got it opening up right here. This is what let's see if we could just do a new one. I could show you guys here. Let's do a new project. The professor wants you to do software and database, so that's the one you're going to click, and then you have to do conceptual website. That's according to this right here. Log on, create new file, select conceptual website diagram for template. And then we're going to go ahead and select that, just double click it. Now, right here you have to add a home page you have to add a home web page object, and then 3 more web page objects. So you'll start with your home page right here. Go ahead, drag it on over. Boom, it's already there. Next one you're going to want is web page. This is the one right here. It just says web page. I'm not sure if it's it, but it looks like it. Usually what I do sometimes just to save myself time, control copy, control paste, and then you're just moving them over, saving yourself time. Okay, you're going to go through and you're going to name these. I don't. What are we doing here? What are we naming these things? Education, work, and portfolio. So you can, I think there you go. Education, and then. Come on, double click it. There we go. Let's say skills. Now this I don't think you can, no, you can't really do anything with that. Now it says that you have 4 here, label the objects. This, whoops, I don't know what I did there. This home, this is your index page in my opinion. Now again, I'm not the professor, just gonna stay, this is how I'm gonna turn it in. But this is your index page. That's your index page. Now, you also have to do is add connectors to it. So you're going to start right here. You want the connector button right up here. Just click that. Grab it right here on the X. You'll see it once you hover over it. It makes a little red line. And just drop down to it. There you go. This shows a two-way connection to it. Now, what you're going to do as well is you're going to have to connect all of these to your index page. And they're all going to come from the index page. Now, I'm also going to connect these to each other, and I'll show you why in a minute here. But this way everything is kind of connected in its own loop, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment here. So next thing you're going to need, this is pretty much it for this in my opinion. Again, I'm not the professor. I'm not with DeVry. I just go to DeVry and I'm in your class. And I'm just kind of giving you my opinion on what you should be looking at. So again, please just take this is just kind of help to get you through if you don't know what you're doing right now. And then you save it to your computer, save the file to your local computer. Let me see if I can do this. Save, access. Oh, of course I want to read and write. This is the computer. This is the hard drive that they have on the server. So whatever server you're running off the programs in through DeVry's Citrix system. But you'll see here are your hard drives. And I'm going to save it. Here are my 2 hard drives. I guess I'll just save it to this one. We'll see what happens. We'll save it to my documents. Drawing 11. I can rename it later. Let's save. Does it save? No, it's still not liking that. Oh, this is my PC side. What about this? Uninstalled. Home drive, desktop, Windows startup, documents. What can I save here? Okay, well, let's say, again, I'm not really, I'll have to dig into that in a little bit here, but I just want to keep it going here and keep you guys moving forward. Now, it says it wants you to use Notepad. You can use Notepad. Personally, as a developer, I don't use Notepad. I would suggest something to you, if I may. I would suggest using Sublime. Let me keep this going here. Okay, Sublime is a text editor program. This is what you're going to want. It's sublimetext.com. You could download it for Windows or for PC. I definitely suggest using this. Reason being, color coordinating, and you can see where your tags end and start instead of just looking at black text on a white screen. It gets a little difficult. So now I'm going to show you how you're going to create your first website. Again, just kind of stick with me here. I'm going to move a little fast. Feel free to pause this video as you're coming and going here. Let's see if we can get you a little site. I know my desktop is a little messy here. We're going to do a new folder. And just call it, my website. Okay. There you go. Inside of that folder, you'll notice that it's absolutely empty, and you'll go ahead and you're going to open up your text editor. This is your Notepad. I use Sublime, so I'm going to open up Sublime. Just give me 1 minute here. I'm going to find it. Applications. Sublime Text 2. There we go. Okay. First thing you're going to want to do, and there's definitely want to suggest this to you guys. This is just my suggestion. You don't have to do this. Have your text editor not in Citrix. So if you have like a Mac, download Sublime. If you have a Windows at home and you're using it, you have Notepad. So use it. That way you don't have to worry about where you're saving it. And if you're saving it to your computer, or if you're saving it to the DeVry hard drives or the servers, you have to get it out later. But open it up, and then you'll have a blank. You'll You'll notice that it's not like word correcting or anything. This is a text editor. This is what all code is pretty much written in. Well, this is what all code is written in because it's not going to try and correct anything and it's readable. So first things first, you need to get yourself started here with that. So you have your blank document. Go ahead and save it first. So go to File, Save As. Now you're going to go to wherever that folder is. Mine was on my desktop. Remember, I called it My Website. So it's created here today. I'm going to double click that. Now I want to, let's fix this. Hold on, bear with me here. You'll notice that that didn't save right. We're going to move this to trash. Okay. Okay, doing this again. Save as. Notice to My Website. Now, this is going to be your index, or you can call it home. Home or index, whatever you want to call it. You can call it whatever you want, either or, main page, whatever. But make sure you're ending it at HTML. This tells the browser that this is what it's going to read. Okay, so go ahead and save it as it. And now in Sublime, Sublime's great. Now that you noted that you're saving as an HTML, it's going to be like, oh, okay, so this is an HTML, and it will recognize your code, such as p tags. See, it knows that you're making a p tag, and then you want to end it, and you know, H2s and H1s and whatever else you're going to add. So we'll get into that in a minute. So I'll let you know too what you're going to need for your browser to read it right away. You're going to have to let the browser know it is a HTML document, and I'll show you something really quickly here. I have been working on other videos, other tutorials for other people just to help them out. So I'm going to kind of show you, I'm just going to copy and paste something that I have here. This is a basic HTML document. I'll show you how to read that. I want to open it up in Sublime. Open with Sublime. I'm just going to take the template here, and I'll show you what you're going to need. All right. Okay. So we'll kind of get through all of this stuff here really quickly. I'll show you what's going on right now, what you're going to need, and what you're not going to need. Well, what you're going to need. All right, here, started out with this. You're going to need doc type HTML. This lets you know that it's in HTML5. This tells the browser that you're reading in HTML5. And then from there, you're going to need an HTML start tag and an HTML end tag. Okay, so everything that's within these HTMLs is going to be sent to the browser. Now, inside of the HTML tag, you're going to break it into two parts: the head and the body. The head is, there's only one part of the head that you will see, you know, as text on a screen. You can put in, you know, your style sheets, things like that. You're not going to need a style sheet for this assignment. You're not even going to need this meta for this assignment, but you know, this is what it's gonna help you out. This is the only thing you're gonna be able to read in it. What is the title? The title is this thing right here. See how it says Sublime and Citrix Reader and Course Home? That's the title. It sits right up there. So that's what your title is going to be. You can add a title if you want. So this is my index page, and I'm just going to put David Home. Okay. Now I believe the assignment's stating that we need to do stuff like we need to do a quick introduction. Okay, create a home page. Call it index HTML page. Add some general information about yourself. Okay, so the first things you want to do is add some information about yourself. So you'll start with a header tag. You know, you guys can look into more tags as you want. I'll try and provide a link in the video to look at more tags. First one you want to do is H1. These can be grouped. You can do H1 through H6. H1 is the biggest, H6 is the smallest, and you can work your way through from there. Remember that you're going to need a start and an end. So when you do the H end, you'll notice that you have this like forward slash here, you know, to end it. So here's your start, here's your end. And then you could just put hello, and then you could do something a little bit more, little cool, like add a little subtitle here. The story of David Colson. Okay. Go ahead and save it. When you're done, go ahead and save it. Do like I can do Command S. You don't have to buy it. They're going to keep asking you if you want to buy Sublime, but you don't have to do it. Command S, and if you just save it. Now, what if you go back to your file? Go back to your file, not this one. We want my awesome website or my website or whatever I called it. My website. There we go. And you'll see your index file is in there. Now, sometimes it'll have it. I don't know if depending on what you're running in, it might have it. It might not have it, but you'll see like Chrome on it, a little Chrome logo, or whatever your main browser is. Because it knows it's an HTML file. If it doesn't, you can right-click. You can right-click and go open with like Google Chrome, or you could do Safari, or you can do whatever you want. I always use Google Chrome, but go to open click and open with in Google Chrome, and you'll see it right there. It already reads it out for you. Hello, this is the story of David Coulson with the title David Home up there. And you'll notice right here, have a quick look at the URL. You're running this on your local machine. It's pulling it directly from the files, the users, David Coulson's desktop, that folder, this file within that folder. So to kind of give you an idea of how all of these are going to work, everything is going to be within this one folder. Okay, so keep everything in this one folder. And I'm talking about everything from your images to your images to your text, pages to everything. Just keep it all in the one folder. Okay, and I'll go into more detail on that in just one more second. So I want to be hip with my web page, and I'm going to put in a hard line so it goes right across it, and then and just a rule of thumb as a developer, this is what I do all the time. I always make sure I have the first end brackets ready to go, just so you have them. Make sure you do the beginning and end, because you'd hate to get in there and wonder why your code's not compiling right. And this is my story, and then you'll be like, okay, cool, that's my story. And I'll go ahead and type out my story later. Now, you need to, I believe you have to add an image. I think we have to add a picture. This is going to be a little trickier. You'll see how you have the image tag. Okay, now that's what I love about using these text editors. Look what I did. I just did that less than sign img, and it img. Let's try this again. Less than img, and it noticed that it says, "Oh, do you want to make an image tag?" And I go, "Yes, I do want to make an image tag." I just hit the Enter key, and it already can give me my source code. What this is, src. This is the source. This is where I want my image to be pulled from. So let's get an image in there really quickly here. So same file. I think I got one on my desktop here. Yes, I do. Look at that handsome guy right there. Okay, just go ahead, throw that in there. This might be too big. No, it's going to work. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. But it's still going to work, so it's fine. Okay, usually my sourcing, let's see if I can remember how to do this. I haven't had to do this in a little while. This could be wrong, so stick with me for 1 second. My website. Some people even put it in image files, images. I probably should, just for practice, just to kind of give you good standards on how you should arrange your code. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to put it up there. Let's see if this works. Okay, and that's the image there. Okay, so let me I might have to check online, guys. Bear with me for 1 second here. CHC _6940.jpg. And the file is called my website, and here's the /, and I use this a lot in MVC. I don't know if I'm going to need this or not. Let's see if it works. Let's hit save. Okay, here's the best part too. Once you saved it, you don't need to go back and double click that. You'll just open it again. Just open your browser. Open your browser, you have your page here, hit refresh, let's see if it works. Okay, so my hard line works, this works. my image does not work. Let's see really quickly here. W3 Schools. This is a great place to go at www.w3schools. Use it. Be part of it. It's great. I mean, you're going to learn all their basic stuff right here. Everything in this class you're going to use. I highly suggest using this one as well. And we just want HTML images. HTML5. I just want images. Images. What does it say we have to do here? I know. Oh, okay. So if it's in the file, you just have to do the file name. You don't have to do anything like that. And then you could add more styling here. This is CSS stuff. You know, the alts, the alternative text. You're probably going to want to add that stuff. But I'll let you guys go into that yourselves. I'm not going to go into that with you right now. Just trying to keep this very, very brief. Okay. Because this image file is directly in the folder that I'm going to use. It's going to read it. So it's just going to say it's looking for this. Where is this image? It's in the folder. And this should work. If it doesn't, I'll look like an idiot. Oh, cool, it does work. Okay, so there I am. There's that handsome young man, me. Okay, hello, you know, so everything works there. Okay, so now we're going to go on to do the other pages. Now, and I'm going to show you how to kind of make a navigation to how you can go between all the pages. This is something you're gonna want to do. This might be a little advanced for this topic. I'm not sure. This is how I would do it, guys. Again, this is just me doing it. I'm going through it here. So we want an unordered list. And close that up too. Again, guys, go to the W3 site so you could see what I'm doing here. I can try and explain it. I'll be very quick, and I know I might go over some people's heads if this is the first time you're looking at it, so I'm sorry. But why don't I just copy and paste this? Copy and paste as much code as you can. People, save yourselves time. And we need 3, and then I'll make sure I got a home page too. Okay, let's see if this works. If I could just do home. I'll show you 2 ways to do this. Work, skills, other page. Okay, let's see if we save this. Refresh. Okay, there we go. Not kind of how I like it, actually. I'm going to change that. Let's see here. What a lot of developers do is they do this, you know, and you can go into, okay, so you see how they have the dots here? You can get rid of the dots. But it's in CSS and we're not covering that right now. So here's another way that I'm going to do it. A tags. A tags are the best things ever. And again, notice how I did that right there, how I just did that less than A and it said, oh, do you want to make an A tag? Yes, I do. And then I just hit enter and there you go, it's there. Copy, bring it down, paste. Bring it down, paste again. Okay, so here you go. This is the A tag. The A tag does is it's an anchor tag. It tells the computer that, or tells the browser that something important is this is an anchor, that this is a link almost. Just consider it a link. That's all it is. And this href, this is your link. This is where you're going to go. So index, I don't know if I had a capital or not, .html, this is in that file. This will be the home page. Now, these pages aren't created yet, so I'll show you how to do this right now. Work.html, skills.html, other.html. All right, and then you're going to do work, you're going to do skills, and then you're going to do other. Okay, guys, and then after you have that done, you're going to need to create these pages. Okay, index has already been created because this is the page we're on right now, index.html. Oops, I don't know what I just did there. Okay, so then go to File in your text editor or Notepad or whatever you're using. Go to File, do New File, and do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor. Since it's such small code, copy all of that. Move it over here, save it, because it just like your index page, this is a web page. This is a new web page, so you need to tell it, the browser, this is HTML5, this is an HTML document, here is the head, here is the body, here is the end of it. You know, so you're gonna need this. Use it, okay. Keep yourself the nav bar there. I think my family's walking in the door right now, so I might pause this video and start it up again later. but I'll show you really quickly here. I'm actually going to go upstairs so I can keep this going here. I don't want them to walk in and see me talking to myself. I know, weird, right? Okay, so actually, guys, let me fix this, and I'll be back in 1 second, okay? Sorry about that. Very quick, just very quick thing here. Finishing up where we left off. Navigation bar. So what are these A tags? These A tags are links you're going to use to get in between web pages. Okay. Now what we did is where we left off is we created a new document. So it's on title right now. So we need to save it. So let's go to File. Let's go to File. Save this document. It's probably going to say save as. Okay. Notice we're still in my website document files. We still want that. This is going to be, what do we want to call this? Let's call this work. So this is work.html. Okay. Because you'll notice here I have it to say work.html.com and I want it to be here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. Okay. So now it's the work one and let's see how it looks. Let's save them both. Let's see how they look. Let's see how my index looks. All right, so you'll see that they're blue now. The browser understands that these are anchors, anchor tagged, or they are links. Now let's start with the work one. So let's keep this nav bar here. Just keep it there for right now, and let's change this to, instead of hello, let's call this work. Oh, excuse me. This is some of my work. Okay, and then I don't know if I need an image. Let's see what the requirements are for the lab here. Education, skills. We'll just consider work education. Schools I have attended. My major, class taken, expiration date. Okay, so I think would be a good one to hear would be your order list, unordered list, what I was using last time for the navigation, but I didn't use. So let me just show you how to do that one more time. So, I'll treat it like work as education, so you're going to put education there, not work. But let's start with, show you guys again. So this is the unordered list. So it's particularly not in any order. You can do ordered list. But it's really up to you. Again, if you want to look into it, go to the w3.com platform or website, which is w3schools.com. Use that website. It's a great website, so use it as much as you can. So I'll show you really quickly here what I would do if I was in your shoes. I do an order list. I'm going to end my order list tag. And then I have a list items. And again, this is, guys, this is not, I'm going to tell you right now, this is not at all up to development standards. Generally now in HTML5, they want you to use tables for everything. And if you were to take a Microsoft certification exam, they'd want you to use tables. But hey, this is just a quick way to show you guys how to kind of order the information that you have. Remember how I told you to copy and paste? Copy and paste as much as possible. Save yourself some time. V. Okay, and you could even, I believe you could even go inside of these list items, these LIs, this is unordered list items. You could even do another ordered list, unordered list inside of this list item. Yeah, you can. I know I sound like an amateur, I'm sorry. I spent a lot of my days working with MVC, model view controllers, and I spent a lot of time working on back-end C# development. So this is, these are the things I had to teach myself starting. So I just wanted to share it with you guys. Okay. So let's start here at the bottom. Well, you could put it here. Places I worked. Well, my first job was at Dairy Queen. If I could spell it. D-A-I-R. Wow. Yeah, long Monday. Okay, my first place was at Dairy Queen. And what did I do at Dairy Queen is I made ice cream. And I also mopped floors. That's pretty depressing. made shakes. Okay. The next place that I worked after that was at a bank. Worked as a banker, and then after that I worked as a web developer. Okay, so that's what I'm doing now. And what else? Let's see what else I can help you guys out with. Some other things here. Information of the schools you attended, majors. So like this would be like the school I attended. This would be the major I got. You know, things like that. And you could probably even break it down. If you're real gutsy, you can even add another like UI inside of this LI, another unordered list inside of this. Now I'm fairly confident this is going to work, but let's go ahead and run it just to make sure. I have been wrong before. So you see our work files now in my website file. So go ahead and just double click on it. Let's see. Yeah, it does. Okay, it works. So you'll see that it's different from your index. Here's your index page, your home page, and here is your work page, which is going to be your education page. It'll say education. Now, you know, unordered list, they have these little tags here. Don't do anything about those right now. Just leave those there. Don't worry about those. That's something you're going to adjust in CSS when we get into CSS. And you'll notice, I'll show you guys how to do this. I'll just go over this one more time really quickly, how I did this so I can break it down. Unordered list. Unordered list, start tags, end tags. So here's the end, here's the start. Inside of it you have a list item, and inside of the list items you can make another unordered list. Okay, so you'll see how this doesn't have an end. You're like, oh, where's the end tag here? The end tag for this bad boy is right here. See, because everything sits in between there. And I'm telling the code right after this displays Dairy Queen, make another unordered list right after that saying what I did. And you could do the li there, or list item, and then you can make another one. You can make as many as you want, and then go right back. When it's done, it'll close it and go right back to the original list, adding these last things here. And you'll see it there, like how it puts it there, adds these, and then goes right back to the list. So that's what I would put in your shoes if you wanted to do that. Now, if I was in your shoes, that's what I would do for this assignment. Let me get to the last part here. I know we're running over a half an hour here. Kind of show you guys what I had in mind for this assignment. Add information, schools, major detention, generation, and so forth. Consider adding pictures. I showed you guys how to add pictures in the index page. You could do that there if you wish to do so. Information, knowledge-based skills, interest. You can do the same thing with your listing, so just practice your listing. Same with the unordered list. You can practice this if you wish to do so, or you could just be as bold and say, you know, H1 or let's make it H3, so it's kind of smaller than my title, H3. What are some other odd jobs I used to have? Door-to-door sales. And you can do this. This is a paragraph tag, so H3 is like a header. And a paragraph is just really what it is, a paragraph. We need to end that. I sold meat door to door. I really did. It was one of the worst jobs I ever had. So you can save that. We're still in our, this is home. Notice, okay, see how it says home here? We didn't change our title. Make sure you change your title. And you could do this as well. Instead of making an ordered list, you can just do a header and a subject below, another header, subject below. Whatever works easier with you guys. I just kind of show you how tags begin and work and how to kind of get in between. David. Work. We want to change your title. Okay, now let me show you the real thing that you're going to be concerned with in this lab now is the connection of all these pages in between each other. Now remember how I used the A tag here and it says index and the navigation. Well, you don't even need this, but in the href, this is your link. It's telling it to go to that page. So if I am theoretically on my, let me refresh this if I saved it. Save. Refresh. Okay, so now I can tell the difference. This is my home page, this is my work page, and they both have the links between them to the file. So if I click on my home page, it's just going to refresh the page and bring me right back to my home page. Now if I click on my work link, guess what? It's going to take me right to my work page. Same thing is going to work for the skills and the other. Now I haven't created a skills page yet, and I haven't created an other page. And these skills and others, this is going to be your portfolio and your knowledge and skills. Okay, you know, and use that A tag when you're creating, like, I don't know if they ask you for any links to any pages here. Information areas, like, you know, create a portfolio page, add list projects. Yeah, I mean, if you wish to, like, say, like, this is where my school is, so, like, that's what you would say. You can add, let's see, www.dairyqueen.com. I wonder if this works. Refresh. Okay, yep. So if you have to create any links or anything, you want to add any links, you can put A tags pretty much in anything. Go ahead and put them anywhere you want. Let's see if this works here. Now this is going to tell the browser there's no file there. Yeah, because it's looking for a file, so I need to send it out somehow. HTTP://. Let's see if this works. This should work. There we go. Yeah. So if you want to send a link outside of the file, you have to use a hypertext link markup, just saying, hey, I'm going to be sending this outside of the file, and that's going to be your http://www. This is what you're going to do. So notice here, your href, it does it within the file, within the folder. This is the file within the folder. This is the file within the folder. This is the file within the folder. This is a completely different link. This is going to do http send me outside of the folder. I'm going elsewhere. Browser, do your magic. And the browser's just going to go there. And I think that's it. Excuse me. I think that's all I'm going to share with you guys. Create links. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Now I guess I'll show you the last thing you're going to do. Is when it's all said and done, our professor wants everything inside of the single folder, or you're going to zip everything together, zip files in the server if necessary, zip all files from part A, B, and C into a single zip folder. Yep. So, I mean, this alone, I believe, like, I mean, even if you put this folder, like, let's say, if you even just put it inside of another folder, so I'm just going to move it in here, this theoretically should work. So you open it up and it should work. Yep, just like normal. You shouldn't have any issues with it. So when you zip it in, so all you have to do is put it into one folder where you're going to have everything in that single folder. This is going to be your diagram from your Visio for this sucker when you saved it up, and then plus this file. Now, just to be clear one more time, again, I'm not with DeVry. I don't teach at DeVry. I'm still getting my degree from DeVry. Please take everything I'm saying as just general information I'm sharing with you guys, okay? If you guys have any questions, go ahead and send me an email. But this is really cut and dry. I mean, what you're going to be doing is basically what you want to focus on, guys, is the structure. This stuff, copying and pasting this stuff over, making sure you have this stuff into each page, creating single pages as you go along, making sure they're all in the same folder, and then actually adding links in between each of them. Okay, so that's what you need to focus on, is adding the links between the two of them. So make sure that or between all four of your pages. So make sure you're doing that, and then you should be good to go. So good luck, guys, and have fun with it. Talk to you soon.